My dear, the wig, the baby hairs, what was going on? Oh, my lord. And the worst part is that there was a hairstylist who was there doing this hair. But like, babes, oh no, she did you wrong. And then Luena was Shabako spilling and said nothing. Like, that wig, babes. Aging you, aging you. Mashabakalamza! Sebenzile alamza yasekasi. Yes! Looked it good, guys. Looked it good. Says he's into, he's got some hobbies, recording music, and then they showed us him in the studio recording the music and like. And for me, it's a bit lazy as producers to just boil it down to body shape. And because he doesn't like fat women, we are going to give him a fat woman. And now tell us spicy raja, and we're gonna see what it looks like and be there ready with the camera rolling so that we can capture the fireworks. Why does it have to be such a common denominator, low hanging fruit, lazy issue? Like a fat girl with a pretty guy. Why? I just wish you could be more creative. And I really do wish, production, that you could just think a little bit higher of your audience. But listen, we're watching. That's why we're here. Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rakadi Views. Hello. With me, your reality TV host with the most. And we are doing Married at First Sight episode 2. Just want to say, guys, I'm trying new angles and new ways and new things to be recording at. So if at some point it looks like I'm not looking into the camera, I'm really only going to see some of these things that I edit and figure out how to do this because technology. I've been trying to run away, but like we can't. So I just need to learn. So please bear with me. But I think those who already know and have listened to some of my reviews, here we do long form reviews, guys. So those of you who are looking for a little 5-minute quick bite, maybe when I've graduated in technology and can do shorts, I will do that for now. But for the rest of you, babes, if you're just going to play this in the background, it's a washing, play this in the background while you're cooking, play this in the background while you're getting something else done. Get strapped in, get a drink. I've got my tea, and let's kick off with episode 2. Woo! Sorry, please, guys, subscribe, ne? Please. Oh my God. Worst. I'm learning. Please subscribe. Please share. The main thing is to subscribe because can we get me to 1,000 so like baby can start getting monetized? Thank you. Episode 2. So episode 2 is going to follow the same format as episode 1 in terms of them just giving us more background and they doing the other 2 couples down. So first we meet Boitepo from Mafikeng. Boitepo from Mafikeng, I think she's a marketing specialist. She describes herself as ambitious. She's somebody with a big heart. Checking my notes so that, don't leave anything out. I give you guys the complete background before Kalose. So she has received feedback before that she can be quite intimidating. But she says that people are intimidated by her because of their own issues that she's not aware of. She doesn't believe that she's intimidating. Then, pan over to another charcuterie board. For those of you who are not aware, charcuterie boards for me, like Ridienze, Radieta, and we just overdid them in this country, particularly. Black people, guys, woo, 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 woo. We overdosed on charcuterie boards. So as far as I'm concerned right now, like charcuterie boards, we're done. We're over. They were great. Can we move on to something else? And I've started a count in these reviews for the entire season, the number of charcuterie boards we are going to see. So it's episode 2, and we are on our second charcuterie board because we had one in episode 1 as well. So there we are. Witapa says she wants tall, dark, and handsome with a beard. She says she's not interested in being a stepmother, so she does not want a man with a child. Moving along. Says the last relationship she was in, she caught her partner in bed with another woman. Okay, actually, it's unfair. Let me go back. I can't be reviewing and then reserving some comments. I think, in terms of her requirement that she doesn't want a man with a child, for me, that's fair enough. And she can want what she wants, and there's absolutely nothing wrong, particularly if she's still in her 20s, for wanting a man who doesn't have a child. It was the way that she said it that it rubbed me the wrong way personally. Uh, but, we all say things. So next, then we see Seven Zile, and he's doing his background while we are here. But Tubamudimo, guys, please bear with me while I learn how to be a content creator. Did I say subscribe, like, and share? Do that. Don't forget. All right. Seven Zile. He's a guy, says he's not very easy to please. He's the scorer of the group. Scorer. Scorer Seven Zile. That's what I'm gonna scorer Sevens. So he's not easy to please. Says that, he's been manipulated in the past and people have taken advantage of him. And he hasn't appreciated that. And so he is looking to change that particular pattern and habit. Last relationship ended because it was long distance. And I think he said in a very diplomatic way that the distance, created a scenario where his partner realized that, there was more out there for her than him. And he is looking for somebody who is physically attractive, because he believes he is too, and so he wants somebody who is going to match him in that category. Then next we go to Tammy. Tammy is our teacher. Tammy the teacher. I think he's from Eastern Cape or KZN, but he's giving me Eastern Cape vibes. I'm not sure. He says he was born into a polygamous family, so there were 2 wives. Each wife had 9 kids, so he has 17 other siblings. And so Istembu is something that he is grown up with and something that he knows. I think it might be something that he wants, but we will see. Says he's into, he's got some hobbies, recording music, and then they showed us him in the studio recording the music, and like, everybody should follow their dreams. I am here for it, and we should all have our outlets. It just really wasn't sounding perhaps like my cup of tea, but to be honest, as an observation, I don't know. I think Tammy might really be here to be known, and I think it might be the fame and the notoriety that attracts him more than anything. I get that vibe. I could be wrong. Who am I? I'm a stranger on the internet commenting about other people's lives. But that is the sense that I get. So I would just say, keep working at the music, Tabby. Keep working, pushing. Go for it. Says he wants a beautiful wife, flat stomach, big ass, curvaceous. He doesn't do fat women. Which, once again, production sets him up, because this is a setup, with a bigger woman. And I think that is the part that disturbs my peace in terms of how these reality TV shows are structured. Because let's be clear, reality TV, first and foremost, is not reality. It's scripted television, it's produced. There are producers behind the scenes. Narratives are created. Yes, the people that they are using are not actors. And the people that they are using do have some of these real things going on in their lives. However, it is massaged into a storyline and into a narrative. I think that's the one thing. It's 2024, okay? 10 years ago, we believed that what we were seeing was real 100%. And maybe back then it really was. But as things stand right now, people are making television shows. And so I think what disturbs my peace about the pairing of Tammy and Sitobile is that Tammy stands here and speaks about what he wants and what he doesn't want, which he is allowed to have. And then they go ahead and pair him with somebody who is the complete opposite of that. And for me, it's a bit lazy as producers to just boil it down to body shape. And because he doesn't like fat women, we are going to give him a fat woman. And narco tell us spicy raja, and we're gonna see what it looks like and be there ready with the camera rolling so that we can capture the fireworks. Why does it have to be at the expense of the fat girl and the sky tummy? That those are going to be the two people that you're going to pair who actually are not what the other asked for, but are forced that anyway for television. Forced! You're making television. Have the narratives that you're going to have and paint the pictures that you're going to paint because that's what you do. You're making television. Why does it have to be such a common denominator, low hanging fruit, lazy issue? Like a fat girl with a pretty guy. Why? I just wish you could be more creative. And I really do wish production that you could just think a little bit higher of your audience. Just a little bit higher of your audience. But anyway, so we're going to see how Tammy rolls with the punches when they're going to give him something that is in complete opposition to what he wants and what he needs because I think, yes, Tammy, even in the way that he speaks, that he comes from a family, yes, Tembu, he wants a very traditional wife. He wants somebody who is going to be very submissive and somebody who's going to take care of him in the way that wives do emakaya. That's what he wants. And then they're going to bring him what he doesn't want. And then let's see. Anyway, that's him. Because Obato Nezi Watomi, I mean Tammy, he wants to be Nezd. So they're going to give him a professional black woman. But listen, we're watching. That's why we're here. Yeah. It's just, it's at the expense of people. And, they've got real emotions and real lives. But guys, people are making television. Please don't get it twisted. When Luena at home, you're sitting and you think, I want to go on reality TV. Go for your dreams. Want what you want. But please go in with your eyes wide open that you are going to be there for somebody else to, number one, make a profit by making the product of entertainment for television. So, whatever is going to serve the purpose, and that means they are going to do it. And most of the time at your expense. So, just go in with your eyes open if you do reality TV. It's not about your dreams. Okay, it's not about your dreams. So then we see Tobile. She is the next bachelorette. She's also a teacher. She's a homemaker. She's a nurturer. She loves to cook. She loves to craft. She loves to garden. You can see she's just a soft, gentle somebody. She was also raised by her grandparents, who I think they died recently, she did say. And you can see she's still quite affected by it. So I think emotionally, she's still a bit sensitive and going through some stuff. Then she says her longest relationship was like 3 to 4 months, which is going to be a bit alarming as to how you go from 3 to 4 months relationships into a marriage. Because there's certain things that come with the longevity of a relationship that one can use to learn from, but doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. But one of the experts, Ubake, says, that these short-term relationships, there's a possible theme here of low self-esteem, and that she's someone who's been hurt a lot. So, and I think that was a good observation from Bake. So once again, I think matching her up with someone like Tammy is a setup. And yeah, that upsets me a little bit in that way, that you can see that she is, somebody who is, a little bit emotionally exposed and vulnerable. And, Listen, I'm not saying Tammy, I'm not trying to paint him out here, as what he's not. But I don't think then in this show they highlighted any of Tammy's characteristics that would complement Zitobile in the way that she needs. So that's why it seems like a mismatch. Next, they're telling friends and family about the upcoming wedding. And it was nice to see actual family. Zutobile had family members. She had her mother, she had her aunt. I think it was a cousin or a sister who looked like her. She had family members were happy to see. Tammy, I think, had a cousin and like two friends. Um, so Totally tells her mom, the women, it was actually just like it was all women. She tells them, this is what I'm doing. I'm marrying a stranger. They all laugh, are shocked, but very supportive and say, fine, if this is what you choose, go ahead. Tammy tells his friends, and the first thing that they go to is like, brah, you've been in Dubai for all of these years, and we are aware that in Dubai, you cannot live with a woman who is not your husband. I mean, live with a woman who's not your wife. And so, Tammy, you have been living alone. Is this just a desperate attempt to just have somebody that you can actually live with in Dubai? Like, is this stunt just to find a warm body that the law will recognize in Dubai so that you can have somebody in bed? Tammy says no, it's not really like that. He's out here really looking for somebody seriously, but he does want this person to go back to Dubai with him. So we move along, as my French teacher used to say. Sebenzile, he's talking to the friends. The friends support him. High five, high five. They're also shocked, but they're like, "All right, my brother, let's go ahead. Let's do it." Um, then they're getting ready for the wedding in their respective rooms. I don't want to go too much into like the looks. Look, I can talk about the fashions. The one thing that just for me beats up a baby girl, the wig, my dear, the wig. The baby hairs. What was going? Oh my lord! And the worst part is that there was a hairstylist who was there doing this hair, but like, babes, oh no, she did you wrong. And then Luena was Shabako spilling and said nothing. Like, that wig, babes, aging you, aging you. Tobile, her bouquet, gorgeous. Once again, whoever did the flowers here, 10 out of 10. Pulled it out the bag. Um, Tammy is then, sitting with his cousin and, talking about you're about to do this, bruh. It's for real. It's for real. Cousin is like, do you really want to do this? Tammy, I loved it. Shut him down quick and was like, bruh, I'm about to get married. This is not the time. I don't need negativity. Reapili. So get it together. And I was like, tell him, Tammy. Tell him. And so we proceed to the wedding. We start with Sebenzile and Buitsepo's wedding. Buitsepo did have, I think it was a friend, a lady friend, a female cousin, and her brother. And the female cousin, she was very touched because, when Buitsepo was telling her that she's getting married to a stranger and it was just sprung on them very last minute, she was very touched because the cousin said they come from a very close knit family and they tell each other everything. And this was just, something that was very shocking. And I think something that they wanted to share as a family. But Shay, mama, cousin, I sisters, she came through on the day of the wedding. Alilizela, Abina, Atabile, Shem, she supported Bitsebo. Like, she really did. Was crying a tear. Cousin looked good, bitch, good in that orange number that she was wearing. Wabona, the cousin's wig. Only was the orange number. I forgot her name. Hi, Butsepo. Go talk to your cousin about how wigs are supposed to be installed. And I say that as somebody who doesn't even wear a wig, and I don't know how they're supposed to be installed, but they're not supposed to be installed the way yours was installed. Next, we move along. They get married. It's the vows. You can tell that she's happy with Sebo, with Sebenzile and how he looks, and they get told dark chocolate somebody. Sebenzile is also impressed. I think he got the good looking fit woman that he wanted. There's instant chemistry between the two of them. You can see beautiful vows. Mashapakalamza! Sebenzile alamza yasekasi. Yes! Looked it good, guys. Looked it good. They got married. They sat off on a little couch there by the two of them. Finally introduced themselves to each other, chatting about her shoes, and it was cute. It was cute for what it was. Then we have Tammy and Zitobile. They are the only couple whose guests, friends, and family members greeted each other. So thank you for that. Because I don't know, it was distressing me how people are just walking into spaces and there's other people sitting there and you're not greeting them. They greeted. God, thank you. Good manners. We love to see it. Tammy walks in looking super nervous. Shamwana wa Mudimu. He just looked straight down the aisle and just walked straight down the aisle like a soldier. I know, the nerves were nerving. Nerves were nerving, but at least he made it down at the aisle to actually stand there. Then Zitobile walked in. She looked really, really beautiful. Whoever did Toby's hair should have been doing Beatsepple's hair. And if it's the same hairstylist, because I doubt that production was spending all this money on multiple hairstylists. If it's the same hairstylist, I could say. But Toby's hair was looking good. She was great. Toby's mother starts breaking down when Tammy is saying his vows. She's very moved. And I think it's also just like the reality that, like, yo, mtanam. Stomile loves her ring, but then the ring gets put on the right hand. Question mark. You see this thing of official marriage. It's an official. Really married at first sight, but okay. That's it. Um, they share a kiss. It's a cute little kiss. Tammy was going in, but you could see Tobile's body language. She's like she was trying to do something cute and on mute for the cameras, also because you're a stranger. But Tammy was trying to get that lamza and bitch, but didn't really get it all the way in. And I think that's why when the two of them were having their own one-on-one moment after the marriage, oh yeah, after the wedding, Tammy asked if he could kiss her, and somebody was like, "Another one again," which is slightly telling. But you know what? These people are strangers, guys. I think for me, let's not judge them too harshly, in these first two episodes. And I think even going for these people are strangers. Like literally, it's a person off the street. You don't know what you are going to get. Otola lezambani, otola carrots. You don't know beetroot what this person is gonna be showing you. So yeah, totally understand it. And then Tammy lets Zitobile know that he is wanting to take her back to Dubai because he came to find a wife to go and live with him in Dubai. And she's shocked and she's like, "What? Dubai? What's going on?" And he is asking her, "Well, what's holding her back and what's going to keep her here?" She says her family, her life, basically everything that she's known. And I don't think Tammy's hearing that, which for me is the first sign that, besides the fact that they physically mismatched in terms of what they wanted and what they got, the incompatibility there, let's put that to the side. We are already now seeing that communication, the styles of communication are very different. And I think Tammy's traditional perspective and perhaps unhealthy uh, take on what it means to be a man is starting to come out now because he seemed very shocked that she was shocked that she shouldn't just be saying, yes, I'm going to go to Dubai with a stranger. It's not even, he didn't even pose it as a conversation. It was a dictate. It's like, I've spoken now. Sishadile. And Indota says, we are off to Dubai. And case closed. Whatever's holding you back here, sort it out because we go leave. And I was like, yeah, it's getting spicy, it's getting hot. This is the entertainment that we need. And so that is the review for episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see each other once again in the next episode. In the meantime, spread love, not hate, and take care of yourselves. Ciao.